Thailand is a paradise on earth. No wonder nearly 1 million British tourists visit each year.
Okay, give me money!
But amongst the exotic entertainment and excitement, danger lurks. Last year, 288 British tourists were killed and 92 ended up in prison. To combat Thailand's reputation as a dangerous holiday destination, 500 tourist police volunteers have been drafted in from around the world.
We have problems with foreigners that will get themselves involved in some sort of altercation.
And we have exclusive access to this unique law enforcement unit as they take on drunks,
You see this head?
drug users,
It's a one drug called Yaba.
victims of violence,
You're beating the fuck out of
sex tourists,
I think I
and help travellers who are in big trouble.
Do not resist us.
Coming up, a crime wave sweeps Koh Phangan's full moon beach party, with dozens of tourists robbed of their belongings.
We got ripped off. Big time.
This is the 5th one I've had tonight.
We meet Brit prisoner Steve serving time for drugs crimes in Thailand's toughest jail.
Don't break the law here, simple as that. When you do, this is what happens. It's not good.
And a British couple get on the wrong side of a bar owner when they get caught in the act, filming a strip show.
Inevitably, if you walk into a go-go bar, I might have accidentally got some shots of some girls with their knickers off.
Are you ready? Come on.
One of the major and most obvious attractions of Pattaya's infamous walking street is its colourful sex industry.
You can find anything you want here. I mean anything.
Can you feel the water? What you want? Can you feel the water? Can you feel it?
The go-go bars and brothels mix seamlessly with the district's discos and restaurants.
If you were to write down on a piece of paper what blokes want, it is hedonism, yeah.
But whilst they can be palaces of pleasure for many, they can also be places of real danger, especially if you don't obey the house rules. One of which is that photography or filming of girls is strictly forbidden.
There's always going to be rules like you shouldn't film in there, and you know why you shouldn't film in there. But we weren't going in there to film girls with their knickers off, you know.
A British couple broke this rule.
Suddenly someone rumbled that we had a hidden camera, and they've now confiscated my camera and the tape, and I'm really off.
And found themselves on the wrong side of the bar owner, resulting in their video camera being confiscated.
No camera, man. No camera. Take that shit away, man. No, seriously.
And them being threatened.
They grabbed Ollie's arm, about 3 or 4 of them.
And they said that if you don't give us the tape and the camera, we'll take you to the police. That's you in a lot of trouble and 24 hours in a police cell.
They tracked down tourist police assistant Howard to make a complaint. He asks them what they were doing filming in the bar.
We're making a documentary of our own back, trying to find a friend of ours.
They claim they are searching for an acquaintance who was alleged to have worked there, and were looking to record documentary evidence of this.
And we knew we couldn't film inside, so we were very naughty, and we used a little hidden camera to try and film. Someone realised we were filming, and they ripped it out of my bag. They escorted me outside quite forcibly, and they explained to me that I had a choice. Either they handed over all my equipment, or they would take me to the police, where I spend a night in the cells and probably get beaten up.
That's an interesting accusation.
Yeah. The thing is, the thing that annoys me most is not missing the camera, it's having someone threaten me with being beaten up.
Howard explains to them that regardless of why they were filming, there remain very strict rules regarding photography in bars.
The problem is here in Pattaya, any bar has got these signs: no photo, no, things like that, no guns, no drugs, and they get very, very angry. But what I'll do, I'll go to the bar now. I know him anyway, and I'll have maybe a quiet word with him.
He's your mate, isn't he?
No, he's not my mate. I know of him. And they have got their reasons why they actually filmed. because they're actually searching for a woman who was ex-wife of a friend of theirs.
She's a girl called... she was married to died about 3 months ago, and we're trying to find her. We've got some things for her, we've got some money for her, and we want to speak to her about what's happened. That's our documentary, trying to find her.
Okay, so obviously I'm assuming their story is correct, but I will go there and I'll ask for their side of the story, and then we'll see if we can come to some sort of agreement, possibly get the camera back or whatever.
Having listened to their claims, Howard approaches the bar owner.
Mr. Lee. Thank you. Can I have a little chat?
He dismisses their story and is adamant the couple were making an expose of the Thai sex industry, not looking for a friend.
Basically what it is, they reckon they're searching for a girl called...
They're reporters. They're making a documentary on Thailand homo scenes.
Howard returns to tell the couple what the bar owner said.
Who are you working for somebody?
I'm an independent.
With the British couple and the bar owner's story differing, Howard has to examine the video material to see who was telling the truth about what exactly was being filmed.
I'm just going to check the tape first, see what sort of footage they're taking. Obviously, if it's footage that's, taking footage of girls, or then obviously we might have to change the way we're dealing with the case. But I'll just go and find out first.
Well, inevitably, if you walk into a go-go bar, I might have accidentally got some shots of some girls with their knickers on.
It's part of a story, and when you make documentaries, you make whole stories.
Howard attempts to mediate, but falls on the side of the bar owner once he has seen the type of material they were filming, which was very sexually orientated.
They're not going to give you back the tape. They're not going to give back, because it's full of footage that could compromise their bar, you see.
They protest their innocence.
Well, obviously, I'm hearing your story, I'm hearing his story.
Basically, yeah, did shoot the girls because we wanted to show where she worked.
Wanting to resolve the matter, Howard returns to the bar owner in a bid to at least get the couple's video equipment returned.
At the minute, it doesn't look like they're going to get anything. How does that make me feel? Quite annoyed.
After discussing the matter with him, he gets a result.
Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, you can come back here and get your camera back. You won't get your tape back.
Right.
And then if you have another problem with that though, you come and see me, and then I will personally take you to the police station.
Howard explains they had a lucky escape. If they were caught doing the same thing in another establishment, they could well have found themselves the victims of serious violence.
My stern warning to you is, please do not take any more undercover pictures in any bars, because they've actually been quite nice about it. I've dealt with cases where people have been physically assaulted because they've been taking pictures. Yeah, and you're lucky you weren't touched, to be honest with you.
Even though the couple are going to get their equipment back, they are not entirely satisfied with the outcome.
Why do they want it filmed? It's like this place is advertised internationally as a kind of sex tourist haven, and yet somehow it's not okay to show that.
Howard, on the other hand, is happy with how he resolved the tricky situation and knows that the couple were lucky to get away without any harm.
There are pictures up in every bar. Do not take a photo. People sometimes decide to ignore that, and they were actually very lucky not to have a major problem over that, because I know people that have been assaulted by the bar owners, the managers or staff, because they were filming. Luckily the owner of this particular bar is a decent guy, and I know he wouldn't do that. So luckily they're unscathed, but they'll get their camera back as well. So it's a result for us.
Coming up. At the full moon party, as the alcohol kicks in, the big trouble begins.
But it's scary. There's so much funny stuff going on, You've got a mass of people all young, all drunk.
A series of bar bill disputes breaks out in Pattaya as punter after punter tries to run away without paying their tabs.
I have not been in any fucking bar.
Okay, come with me, sir.
And we get the lowdown on Thailand's anything-goes sex districts from those who know.
Pattaya is the Disneyland for adults, but the only difference is that the rides are better in Pattaya.
In southern Thailand, holidaymakers are making the monthly pilgrimage to Koh Phangan's legendary full moon beach party.
We are going to full moon party.
Looking forward to the full moon. It's kind of like iconic throughout the backpacker world, I guess. So everyone likes to party, so it should be a good day.
As thousands